And against Snorses. Snorses for courses.
Are they called that?
No, they're just called Snorse.
Oh, they're 1420. Ugh.
Oh, it's Robbo. And he's
Robbo, why? Bad, wicked Robbo.
Opposing team. Let's have a look at his roster.
Is it 20 days minimum? We used to get 23 and they had another 2 this year.
5, 6.
Bonus.
Oh, there's only one pick here.
Digital ice cream. Narsen says just one, it was a cornetta. Very good. Oh, Pidpad, 18 months. Thank you ever so much, Pidpad.
Right, this will be a game. This one will actually be a game.
Never mind that shit. Pidpad's here.
Pidpad, thank you very much. 18 months you've been around. Bloody hell. Hello, Robbo. So, basically, we'll be looking to just sort of move out of the way and let the Norse in.
Hold on. I think Pidpad has now set the new record for the earliest follower I can find, the 26th of June, 2017. Yeah, Pidpad is. I don't think I've seen one earlier than the 26th of June.
Okay.
Pidpad, congratulations. Hang on.
Nice. Robbo, the best thing to do is just set up, and then when you've just about finished setting up, just concede at that point. That's probably the best thing to do.
If I say something and then you click on me, when does it say I followed? Because obviously I followed day one because we were experimenting. How do you follow? Anti Rearborn, good morning. How are you?
Account created September the 10th, 2015, following since March 16th, 2019. What?
Oh, that must have been me going, and these notifications are getting on my tits. I must have unfollowed and refollowed. Oh well. So we don't know then. Boo. Baz, that's wise advice, thank you. You called them chaos theory?
Yep. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's alright, it's just predictable.
Thanks.
It's alright. It's alright. I mean, you've spelled it correctly, and you've used capital C this time, which you know, in the past that wouldn't necessarily have been the case. No, I mean, no complaints really. I think we could have collectively come up with something even better if we'd really think about it. FD doesn't like plus movement on linemen. Depends what race, I suppose. You dark elf, you wouldn't mind a plus move lineman, would you? Or would you?
No, probably not.
Oh, the Norse lineman. Right, see what you mean. I took put movement on an orc lineman, but he did have agility as well. So it turned him from you're frankly too slow despite your agility to you're just about quick enough. And he became the best orc lineman that Coca-Cola's ever seen. Oh dear.
Robbo. Oh no, that's a problem. 501 incoming. It's going to look a little bit tasty, isn't it?
So it's a blitz with the ball on the halfway line,
Yeah.
basically just sat there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's certainly going to be a challenge. It's going to make the drive very interesting.
Flux Streamer says Nando's meat supplier. Oh, Flux Streamer, good news! You're thriving on my orc team. Still my number one guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, there's might drop it.
It is. It's prey for a touchback, isn't it? So
Yeah.
what's that, 3 and 8?
Oh.
Or just straight catch it?
Yeah.
Balls.
Shit.
That's the worst outcome.
Yeah, the ball is now on a blodger. Oh dear.
And Robbo, how the buggering bollocks have you got a piling on Mighty Blow Blitz at Berserker already? Dirty. This is this is a really good Norse team for 1400, isn't it? He's done it. He's done the lot.
Yeah, he has. It is a good team. Yeah, it absolutely is a good team.
Robbo's got no bench. Well, let's see if we can make that count. I think Robbo will concede that so far this absolute domination is largely come about more due to fortune than raw talent. But you know, let's see what happens. And of course, Robbo, one of my top 3 favourite Swedish Blood Bowl players.
Well, we've got him down, of course. Go there.
I mean, you could cryo cheese you can liberate as well, can't you? Or you're just going to hit things.
No, I'm going to hit things.
Ooh. Ooh.
That helps.
Scala is off the pitch. Doesn't help so much. Apodiopsis says, are we doing the official match yet?
Oh, bugger.
How do you mean? Which one, mate? There you go.
What?
Disappointing there. Disappointing.
Yeah.
You got, what, a 50% chance to break armour?
Pretty much. Oh, yuck.
Oh.
Go.
Yeah. Oh, Apodiopsis thought there was scheduled match going on today. Is there?
Not as far as
Mine's
I'm aware.
tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Did you notice my WhatsApp message, Discord message, and putting it in the calendar message?
Yes.
Oh, good. So I'm playing Ravers tomorrow. I think he's got Kemry. Has he got Kemry? Can't remember. Something like that.
Very disappointing.
Oh, no, Apodiopsis. That was more me nudging Andy if had you noticed when my game was. Not in any way implying that you should know. No, we haven't got an official game on today. It's we've got a Rebel game tomorrow. Presumably, probably Andy's as well. What competitions are you in at the moment? You're in Rebel.
Rebel cross-platform cup. Champion ladder and OCC.
Cool.
Kind of wish I wasn't in cross-platform cup.
Yeah, but if you win it this time, like
What you mean win a game? Yeah.
what are you playing? Dark Elves?
No, they were not one of the 3 races I'm allowed to play.
What, they left you goblins, halflings, or ogres?
They didn't leave me. I can't remember. They've left me one that's bizarre that I'm like. One that is
Honey,
good,
close.
and one That is, isn't it?
Man went to mow. Conflict asks, are you no longer in UK bubble? He's not Conflict because aging is now on the cards for his Black Star Crusade Chaos team. And as we were getting asked, or Andy was getting asked to join various other things, we were getting a bit tight on time. So stepped away for the moment. The team's still there, aren't they?
Yeah, the team still exists.
Team still exists, but
It's
they're
a
all quite old now.
Yeah.
The knees are going, and
It's a 2500 team, so
Moo's incontinent. Of course, there's a lot of problems getting the games. That does. You can't be more than 100 yards from a toilet when you're taking Moo. So, oh, he's fallen over. Look, that's a bit unlucky, wasn't it? Dodge that, lad.
Yeah.
So, Robbo's thinking, right, that flank is now no longer a happy hunting ground. Back to the centre. Probably a wise move there, to be honest. But it does mean that he's snaffled off with the ball.
Yeah, he's got the ball safe. That's a massive problem.
Have you seen Thyrus recently, Conflict? Just for funsies. I spoke to Thyrus for a bit. Robbo says it was his ball all day long. Cool, calm, confidence. He's all right, though, is he? I spoke to Thyrus for a while. Seen Gav a few weeks ago. It's not when it's on the grass, though, Flux Streamer. It's in the team bus on the way there. No, it's the getting to the games, lads. No, I mean, being incontinent during the game, for Moo, no, it doesn't really matter. You just got to tree your step. But it's on the way there. It's the problem. Do you see? Do you see what I mean? Especially if it's a long way games and that. Robbo says you were lucky not to be surfed that warrior. Well, you knocked him down, so that's you kind of spoiled that for yourself, Robbo. If I'm being brutally honest. Well extricated, Andrew. Recoup.
Yeah.
Regather,
I felt
stock.
I felt I was unlucky with Robbo with the 3 mighty blow hits. We didn't get any knockdowns, nor did we do any damage. So Moo hit something, nothing. The 2 mighty blow goats didn't even knock anything over. Yes, I fucked up the chain pushing. Absolutely.
We were reeling, weren't you? Gary Lineker didn't seem to need a toilet when he was on the football pitch. I know. It's amazing, that, isn't it? Quite amazing. It's surprising it doesn't happen more often, doesn't it? Sort of football players get caught short. Or indeed, people in sport generally. I mean, you had Paula Ratcliffe, she'll never live that. So there's only really Paula Ratcliffe and Gary Lineker that come to mind. There must be others. Does anybody else know of any sporting event where a competitor was caught short and the Blitz kickoff event and the kick on the halfway line, which he then subsequently caught, that was also quite a drawback. But it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Oh, Fido coming in strong. Oh, Mike, good luck at training. See you later, buddy. Oh, in cricket all the time, people poo themselves. I didn't think that happened, Mike. Really? Does it?
That's not a thing.
Layman had a push behind the advertising audience. It's not quite the same as just sort of, oh dear. Hope the camera didn't catch that. Oh, it did. In 4K. Oh, baby.
In 4K.
Well, it's all footy now. It's all Sky going, hey, have 4K footy. Oh, finalised the... it's probably not the time. But just for Hi-Fi Corner fans out there, we've finalised what we're buying. And we've actually ordered the speaker cables going into the walls. Oh, yeah, it's all happening. It's real. Oh, people shit themselves all the time in those sports where people get knocked unconscious, like MMA and Brazilian Jim Jams, Sambo, and all that. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. I can't remember Ripperdoc when Gary Lineker did it. It was a long time ago. Well, Mike, what I went for in the end, or I haven't actually bought it yet. I bought the cables. Went for Audio Quest cables, not the stupid boutique level, but just the lower end. So Audio Quest cables. We're going for an Arcam AVR 850 amplifier. We're going for some KEF R7s, floor standing fronts with matching centre, and we're having SVS SB3000 sub with 2 SVS rear channels and 2 SVS Atmos channels, and an LG OLED telly. You get the Audio Quest do the cable that plugs in the factory, mate. You don't buy them off a reel. You get them made up by Audio Quest to order. So I'm not sure what plugs come on it, but they'll be decent sealed, airtight banana plugs, and they're not soldered. They're the other method that's better. Can't remember what it was. That anyway. That's not important. It's a AVR. It's home cinema rather than sort of pure hi-fi set. Rick Reckless is here. Richard, good morning. How on earth are you doing? When Snafu's just snubbed for the first time. Snafu, thank you very much.
Just call me Snafu. Snafu! Thank you very much. Richard, how are we doing?
No, they're not crimped, Mike. They're it's another method, a little like soldering. I can't remember what my hi-fi bloke said. It was more in passing. He said, "Oh, by the way, Audio Quest don't solder. They do this instead, which is in some way superior." I thought, oh, lovely.
Don't crimp my style. That's what he said.
But yeah, we had a good talk to the hi-fi bloke. Didn't know whether to go for a 550 or an 850, and really the Class G went for it in the end. So we're going for an 850. Didn't know whether to go for a 2000, 3000 or a 4000 SVS sub. Went for a 3. Like a 4, but it's a small room, and frankly, you can move an underprivileged family into an SVS 4000 sub if you hollowed it out. Not small. Rick's not too hungover, and a good few days ale. Oh, a good day's ale festival. Start again. Good day's ale festivaling yesterday. Which town was that in, Rick? Don't dox yourself, but where was it town-wise? Robbo, dirty.
He's got block. It's not unlikely.
No, it's still dirty. What I am slightly concerned about is that for a couple of weeks, I'm going to have to move the PC temporarily somewhere. Just hope all the I'm getting Cat 6 cables put in the wall from where the router's going to be, ultimately, to the hi-fi room. Oh, it's in Bury. Oh, okay.
Not far from where Rick lives.
Never been to Bury. He used to live in Manchester. Lived in Chilton. I could never get away from that kids' TV show. Whenever I drove or drove back home, and you'd see signposts to it, you'd always think "and the wheelies." Nobody ever wrote that on there in spray paint, which I'd have thought was quite amusing. It might be welded,
Oh, for
but
fuck's
it's
sake,
whatever
over.
Audio Quest do. We're going to wall mount the LG OLED, so we're going to do that. Oh, Snafu says, looks around to see who gets a reference. Just call me Snafu. What's the reference? Just call me Snafu. Can you give us a clue, Snafu? Oh, with the TV. Oh, right, the Chiltern and the Wheelies. Well, Duderino, because I know loads of you are 40 plus that will remember Chiltern and the Wheelies. Chiltern and the Wheelies was pretty good. It reminded me quite a lot of the Magic Roundabout. I think they were probably quite high when they were writing that. Disappointing, Andy. You'd be disappointed with that one.
Yep. But we got it down.
Come on,
the second
Pony.
time.
It's all on you, son.
Got it down the second time.
Back of the net. Robbo, you've got to be worried now. You're running out of Norses.
What helps?
Snafu's no idea what Chiltern the Wheelies is. It was a kids' TV show in the, I want to say, early 80s about a slightly sort of magic lumpy dragon called Chiltern. And he lived in this, say town. It was more of a hamlet, if you ask me. But what do I know about town planning?
Well,
lived in this town, inhabited entirely by a bunch of folks called the Wheelies, who were sort of little. They were about the same dimensions as a duck, but they were sort of top half was people and the bottom half was they were on wheels. Basically, that was pretty much it. The Wheelies. I mean, what the heck must have they been taking to come up with that? But it was a good show. It was a good show. A lot of adventures.
got him down. Got him down.
This is big. This is big.
It's fucking huge if I stun
One
it.
of Robbo's best players, this one. It's straight. It was really good. Snafu says, hey, son, on the subject of age, you have to always remember that people that are born in 2002 can know about alcohol. Yeah, I know. I work with lots of people who are very young. So I know that they exist. They helped me buy new training shoes last week. We did the unboxing, didn't we? They're very comfortable, by the way, those trainers. It's like walking on air. Pad confirms that you can't in Sweden.
What, by air?
Buy alcohol if you're born in 2002. Well, it's
Whatever.
not that they're not allowed to, Pidpads. They can't fucking afford it. They haven't got financially robust enough to get a round of drinks in.
Oh, Robbo, that's naughty.
Thank you, Duderino. For the dirty Robbo. Honestly, Robbo, you're almost just looking for a reaction here from the crowd. Chiltern of the Wheelies, so we'll just watch this a sec.
What was that? I don't know if anyone remembered it. There was this thing. It was like a dragon or something, where, do you know what? I'm not going to be able to provide enough, remotely enough information to people to work it out. So I'm going to just stop. Oh dear. Oh, Robbo.
Duderino, that was an absolutely brilliant YouTube clip. Thank you very much. I haven't seen that for a long time. Fenella the Witch. Bloody hell. Andy, you're back in trouble again.
Yep.
I just went and watched a short video and it went from it's fine to it's like school.
Yeah.
Anteriorborn, that's an early 80s kids TV show. Chiltern and the Wheelies there. That's one for the Chiltern and the Wheelies. It's gracious. Man, it's dated. It's very old, Snafu. When was Chiltern and the Wheelies out? Early 80s, I want to say. Got to know now. Chiltern and right. Animated TV show for kids ran from September 76 till June 79, so it was late 70s. Wow. I think it got repeated quite a bit. It's by the same people who did Danger Mouse. Oh, hey, those guys were on fire. And it was actually made in Chorlton-cum-Hardy, which is where I used to live, hence the dragon being called Chorlton.
Danger Mouse.
They've described this much better than I did. The series takes place in Wheelie World, which is inhabited principally by the Wheelies, a race of anthropomorphic creatures who locomote by means of wheels. That's kind of what I said. Ish. The wheels are replaceable, and sustainable wheels grow on vegetation. And Wheelie World. I mean, seriously. Danger Mouse was just the best. It was my favourite Danger Mouse. Go, blimey, Chief! Penfold the hamster. Wags confirms that although Cosgrove Hall shut down,
for fuck's sake!
They reformed several years ago in Disbury.
This is not going very
Ponny,
well.
No!
Not going very well.
Ponny, that was vital. Oh, that's ruined. He's going to score now, isn't he?
Yep. Well, no, he's not going to score. It's going to be worse than that. He's going to stall.
No, he's going to ultimate. Where?
Well, yes, he's going to score, but he's going to waste time and then score. Which is worse.
I'm predicting Robbo's going to stall for, because I know he's in the channel, but I'm predicting Robbo's going to stall for one turn and score in turn 6 for him. So he's going to score in his turn 6. I believe you're going to be able to pressure him. Oh, Baz.
Sake.
Little Baz want to be an injured goat. Oh, Baz. This always happens to Baz. Baz, you're so vital to the team that you just got apothecaried. You've had Florence's tender touch. Oh goodness, that sounds a lot more fun than I meant it to. It was a power Apus snafu, and Robbo has no danger players on the pitch, so Andy's gambling that the 11-man advantage for the next drive and the next game, in fact, outweighs the risk of anybody else getting injured. And there's nobody super expensive, so that's why snafu. There's no consideration of I better save the Apo for a more valuable player, I think is the way to explain that. Is that about right, Andy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ha!
No, it's got frenzy.
Oh, and the stun. Go on, Cryo Cheese, we need you. Do you know what? I think he will be able to do quite a bit of faffing about and stalling, because everybody's stunned. I know. Isn't it amazing, Duderino, that Cosgrove Hall managed to get Terry Scott and David Jason both to do voices on a kids' TV show? Do you know, I've note to self, watch Danger Mouse on YouTube. I'm going to do that later.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Lonnie, seriously?
This is going one way.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. It's not over. It's not over. Pythons formed after seeing some of the group on a kids' TV show. Did they? I thought they were kind of met at university kind of deal. Hang on. Python. I believe you, Snaffer. I've just not heard that before, and whilst I'm not Robbo liked that turn. No shit. Oh, Robbo, you beautiful man. Making Andy sad. No, I believe you, Snaffer. Just I just hadn't heard that before. I didn't know Do Not Adjust Your Set was a kids' TV show. Because there was loads of them that worked in various different early comedy shows, wasn't it?
I think the faff about ability here for Robbo is still available, but it's a little bit less likely.
Pedro Jack, good morning. How you doing, old boy? What's that big brown thing lurking on the deck? We haven't really covered why Minotaur. We'll do that when it's between games. Faff about ability, indeed. Max asks, Andy, what would you take an Agility 5 gutter runner that's just rolled a double 5? No other skills, and all the gutters on the team are also fresh rookie rats.
Movement plus move. Agility. So you'd have a stat line which would be 10, 2, 5, 7 dodge.
Yeah.
So when you then go to sprint, sure feet, you've got a natural one turner that's agility 5, and people will go, oh, how do I stop that? It's agility 5. Yeah. So movement.
Yeah. I like that. And then I think also leap would be on the cards as at some stage.
Possibly. But for me, it's definitely good score, Robbo. Well played. I did see what you were looking at there. I think you could have put the player in that corner and thrown the 2 dice block. The problem was you couldn't then follow it up because you'd have left me away in. But I think your other blitz Berserker was going to get surfed. So I think I would have scored there. Good call.
I did know that Hanna-Barbera went bust, and they did make all the television when we were kids, didn't they? All the cartoons were all Hanna-Barbera. And yeah. How did that happen? I guess the market for kids' TV must have just basically changed, and their shtick was no longer in vogue. Yeah, Duderino points out, Andy, do shush when I'm trying to talk about kids' TV. Killjoy, what? It's. How do you feel about Hannah Montana, Killjoy? Well, what Scooby-Doo was Hanna-Barbera, wasn't it? I mean, all the greats, I think. I can't remember the specifics, but it was like nearly all the kids' TV cartoons were Hanna-Barbera. No, Mighty Mouse, I think that was an ITV. That was a UK one, Lost Mystery. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Danger Mouse. Mighty Mouse was in the movies, like the films, 1940s, 1950s. Mighty Mouse is old. Johnny Bravo was quite funny. Oh, who threw that? Just a stun. He'll be fine. He'll walk that off. I tell you what, Robbo's kicking game so far today is on point. Dexter's Lab, that was good, wasn't it? Johnny Bravo was, I think, very amusing. And hello, by the way, Toronto. How's Hawaii? You are in Hawaii, aren't you? I'm just imagining that. I thought Toronto was in Hawaii. Count Duckula was quite good. I think what kills you off with that, though, is that then you'll get, like, Despicable Me and the Minions, which is just way better. Ah, Toronto's not in Hawaii.
You should be.
Why do I think you... I think you were talking in an authoritative fashion about Hawaiian pizza some time ago. It's just lodged in my head there. Which, go on, remind me, Toronto, what nation do you call home? In which part of the globe do you reside? Not specifically, no doxing. Not that kind of show. Speaking of which, anybody know what's happened to Jake and Logan Paul recently? I haven't heard from them for a long time. Have they been fallen from grace yet, or are they still a menace?
Menace.
Lost Mystery says Papa John's have got a new version of Hawaiian pizza. Not a big fan of Hawaiian pizza. Snafu says I thought they get murdered. Well, I was hoping, but apparently they're still alive. Logan
Robbo.
Paul fell off after he did that stupid skit with a body in Japan. I thought he bounced back from that he did the faux I'm sorry interview circuit and got away with it. Snafu, oh, it was a dream. Snafu, that is bizarre. I've had the same dream. You're watching CNN coverage of Jake and Logan Paul with that bell end of a dad crying his eyes out as their still corpses are lowered into the ground in gold-coloured coffins. And then just as they're leaving, people are turning to each other and going, what have we just been to? Funeral, wasn't it? Was it? Can't remember. And they're gone. Forgotten.
Oh. Perfect dice, Robbo, I think, there.
Snafu doesn't like talking about Jake and Logan Paul. Snafu, you make a good point, and we're now done. Sorry for that interruption in normal service. Will be resumed immediately.
Well, we just don't talk about them. Yes, good.
Bushranger wants to talk about Paul Hogan for a bit. I quite like those Crocodile Dundee films. They were quite good. Now Snafu is very keen that you murder the Yeti. I think that would be an excellent idea. In fact,
it's got to be the plan. It's got to be the plan.
Well, he's a menace.
Fucking Yeti.
Fucking Yeti.
People actually say that. Fucking Yeti. Like that. They just say it.
Very popular Christian name amongst the Yetis, isn't it? You know, I name this child fucking.
Yeah.
And would the godparents please step forward?
We're going to go for the Yeti.
Bevan! Goodness me!
Well.
Guten Abend, wie geht's? Or hello. See, got
Right.
both of Bevan's languages there. Bevan, how are you doing, my friend? It's good to see you.
Yeti.
Conflict Diamond and Bevan have both shown up. It's like a reunion.
No Yeti. So the determined presence still counts.
I see what you're trying to do there. It
didn't work.
Good call, didn't work, but still, no, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Couldn't miss Robbo, Trash and Andy. He's in the driving seat, but it ain't over yet. When Pony Jot Smoker kills that Ulfware, as if by fucking magic, honestly. I amaze myself sometimes. Oh, it's fine. However, Robbo's now down to 8 on the pitch, 9 total. Let's get a couple. We'll be fine. Darathor. It's like the Chaos version of Lalithor. Darathor. Darathor. Darathor, he's a kind of Chaos warrior who definitely drinks his coffee black, no sugar, isn't it? It's that kind of guy. Put an extra spoon of Maxwell House in that for me, please.
Right, 4+4+ with a reroll to score.
Oh, he's only caught it. Come on.
Yes! Right, 1-1.
Tirano also.
And it was a right goat as well.
And Tirano is in... Oh, you just told me what you're in Spain. Tirano is Spanish. Hola, compañero. Spanish, not Hawaiian. Got it.
Thanks for turning up, Bevan. You didn't say that.
Bevan's now decided that there's nothing to see here and left. Bevan, fuck's sake. You're the most exotic international Euro person I know, that you live in foreign lands and stuff, and now you've just gone. No, this other tripwire just definitely skipped over it. Zorgar, good afternoon. How you doing? That wasn't lucky. Raw talent. Absolutely snafu. Damn straight. Hot diggity. Well, they're both hot, aren't they, snafu? Exactly. They're both hot, involved beaches. What other similarities have Hawaii and Spain got? Seafood. You get seafood in both. That's about it, really, isn't it? They're both quite nice places to go to. There we go. Yeah, that dodge is really paying off, isn't it?
Yeah. My dodging with it. I hadn't noticed it was not a 4. I had noticed you'd failed it twice. It's been a bizarre game. Bizarre game.
Been up and down.
Yeah. I think overall, Robbo, you've probably got to be happy with that.
Bushranger. That's very good. Spain 5-0.
It is turn 8, isn't it? Yeah. Good point.
Areba, Ondalai, it's the Rosas. Book and Pedro. I still don't think that Spain 5-0 is going to overshadow Copenhagen Knights, which I still think has got a lot of mileage in it. If we get Viajero back, so we can get back to writing the script for season 2. But season 1's already a cult classic. We're trying to get it onto Netflix.
Oh God, is that what you were talking about? That weird TV show that you all decided to make?
Copenhagen Knights, yes.
Yeah. Why is it Copenhagen?
Because that's where Viajero lives. And when he wrote the show, he based it on... You always write about what you know. So, okay. Copenhagen Knights.
I could make a Blood Bowl show then.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a hard-hitting crime drama, would it?
I don't want it to be hard-hitting.
Yeah, but they're really popular now, because you look at The Bodyguard, smashed all UK TV records. Line of Duty, Season 4, smashed all UK TV records. Hard-hitting crime drama with cops in. That's what everyone wants now. So that's what we're making. What was that one that we were set in a village where we had old Nan Doss ran the pub and her granddaughter Ms Doss was barmaid? What was that called?
MS DOS, Nan Doss. I don't remember.
Oh, it was really good. Everyone was in it. Does anyone remember what the Smash TV show was? It was one woman's struggle against a world that didn't care, set in 19th century Cornwall, wasn't it? El Dorado, gotta remember that. Fucking hell, that was terrible. Do you remember that lass who was going out with the villain, Marcus? She would always say, Marcus, why you do this to me, Marcus? And he'd be, shh, it would be white, it'd be white. And he had that Renault Alpine GTA that was basically like a Porsche 944 if you couldn't afford a Porsche 944. Eldorado, bloody hell.
Player came back. Nope. That's unlucky.
Well, they were trying to make EastEnders in the sunshine, weren't they? But what was it? I can't remember what was the TV show we were going to make that was set in Cornwall. One woman struggle against the world, didn't care, blah 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 blah. Oh, what was it called? It was really good as well. It had storylines and everything. Aratak was the dashing Mr. Darcy type figure. Who else do we have in it? There was a blacksmith as well. God, what was he called? Nobody seems to remember this. Oh, man. Nah, it's gone.
No, this massively favours you, 9-9, Robbo.
Back to the game. Yeah, he's got his KOs back.
Yeah.
Baz, see you in a bit. Hello to Mum.
It's the bribe doing nothing to the key players was the kicker in the ding dong, because the Blitz got the ball back.
Oh, Polaris, it was a bit like Poldark, but no, this was our own production. Stendhal, by the way, don't think we've spoken before. Welcome to the show. If we have spoken before, my sincere apologies for not remembering that we've spoken before. In fact, do say so, because then I will edit your name to be brackets have spoken before. Poldark on mopeds. No. There's no. It's the 19th century, Bevan. 19th century it was set in. Oh, I wish I could remember what it was called. It was on the back of the success of Copenhagen Knights being a surefire hit that we then went on to make this. Oh, that was a Reeves and Mortimer sketch. I like Reeves and Mortimer. I don't remember Poldark on mopeds.
That's quite big, isn't it, Robbo?
Sorry, look at the game. There's stuff happening in the game, and it's Robbo. Let's talk about the game for a bit. So, shall I throw that block? Yes, I shall. Of course he's gonna. So this is 2 into 1.
Yes.
Oh.
That changes things up a bit.
Yeah, Snaffer's asking, why did Robbo do 2 dice uphill earlier in that turn?
Because
wouldn't you do that last, or did you need that to open this up?
It was with Dauntless, so it was a little bit. It was unlucky for it to be 2 into 1. It was likely to be just 2 dice. He 2 dice with the Dauntless runner into my Minotaur. My Mino doesn't have block, so it wasn't insane, even if it hadn't worked, because you think you're gonna do all right.
That answers that one. Good question, Snafu. Robbo likes your setup there. Yeah, it worked, didn't it? I think Positron Moo's going to deck that Yeti. I've got a feeling that he's going to do that. blitz on the Ulf first? On the east
No,
flank?
blitz the blodging runner.
Okay.
Because if you then Moo can then hit the Yeti for 2 into 2, and then I can have 2 dice on the Ulf winner.
Okay.
I'm just pondering where to put the 2 players that aren't going to do anything this turn. So it's going to be Mighty Blow Blitz. So what are we on? 3. So I've got to come from there. Can't fill in that square. So 4, 5. No, she can't.
It was massive that you equalised on turn 8, by the way. Just stating the obvious, but it was, because if this had been 1-0, Robbo would just be feeling very comfortable right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Gyakan doesn't like Robbo's play there. Treated too many guys. Well, he kind of had to, because otherwise Andy could pop player out and then go and bother the ball, which... I don't know. I see what you mean, Magyark, I see where you're coming from. Oh, my... Honey, what you doing, son?
Fucking useless
What are you doing?
bastard.
He's not having a good game today. Is it? Oh, he shot himself again. No. It was a load of bullocks, wasn't it, Tirano? Si Companiere.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, this will be a casualty now, just to make up for that. It will. He's off. Oh, nearly.
Not feeling confident about this. But 5-0 already
Balanced.
means that there is a little bit of latitude for not having it go quite as well. So.
Well, Magyarkan, with the strength advantage, even if Robbo committed everybody forwards, I think the line would get out-beefed anyway, so I think that was partly inevitable. Maybe. Do you have any thoughts on should Robbo have retreated there specifically with the tackle player?
No, he's got this back right for me.
Is this now a good time to explain Minotaur? Why?
Well, so
Because all the guides I've written on Chaos, so don't take
Robbo.
a Minotaur. Dirty. He's going to do the same thing with the Yeti. He's not, is he? He's stunned as well. The stuns are really bad news in this sort of situation. That when it's is Robbo going to make a break and do a screen, you need as many folks available as possible. But to be fair, Robbo's also got a stunned Ulf. Okay, Pony's not stunned, so that's a plus. Now he's got a choice. Would you just stand there with the Yeti and leave him?
That's
dear.
Unlucky.
Well,
we're 1 each for shit rolls with big guys now.
Isn't it spooky that just when I was questioning the wisdom of throwing a block with a Yeti, that happens?
My one's
It's
out
almost
and his
like
one's
I've played
not.
this before.
Second time, Robbo.
Robbo, you're getting away with murder here, sunshine. Chuckling quietly to himself. You know what you've done, Robbo. Dirty, bad, wicked Robbo. Now, getting away with that went wrong, but KO'd Mighty Blowgoats and Yeti absolutely fine. It was almost as if he meant to do it, you know. It was like an intent in that. Now, is it a Minotaur Blitz and go for it to get him on his feet?
Yeah, it is.
I'm guessing it might be against the tackle lad with 3 dice. I think, hang on, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Pony, seriously? You're not having a
It's
lot
like
of luck this
handing him
game.
the drive, that is.
Oh, Pony. Yeah, this is a real problem. I think Robbo's. I know he's in the chat, but I don't think I've got anything that I'm going to say that Robbo won't have thought of. What I'm guessing Robbo will be contemplating here is let's get a nice, tasty screen set up now down the left flank, and I think he can do it.
Oh, he absolutely can. He absolutely can.
Yeah, I think he can. Now, although he want to get the Yeti on his feet, and he's the lad with Claw Mighty Blow, for me, the Blitz is probably Blood Curse, and then that frees up a hit on Lil Baz, potentially, shortly afterwards. And then the remnant players become a screen.
Oh, fuck. My arm has
Robbo,
been
make sure
awful
you
this
buy a
game.
lottery ticket this
Awful.
afternoon. Just saying.
4 removals.
God.
No, 5.
Yeah, you're having no luck at all at the moment. Is that overstating it? You're having bad luck over at 60-40 for Robbo on dice this game, I'd say. Oh, at least that helped a smidge. A glimmer of hope. Pidpad, you are in UK bubble, notoriously unlucky.
Oh dear.
Oh, Robbo, goodness, you didn't want that to happen. Wow, and then miss next game. What a setback. Will that be enough? Will that be enough to bail Andy out here from duress to fine? Possibly.
Because he'll have 4, 5 spare players next turn, and I'm going to have 3 to counter him.
Well, the ball +4. You might injure one on a blitz here. Thinking Olaf, Feig. Oh, you're in the Prem with Underworld. Pidpad, if you want any tips, I've recently mastered Underworld. As you can see. Oh, Ryder, thank you ever so much.
Difficult one. Having
Thank
his.
you for 12 months of high quality content to both of you.
Thank you very much. That swung it around a little bit more.
Happy anniversary, by the way, Ryder, and congratulations on the brand new emote.
Oh my word!
Icon. Ryder, very much. Thank you very much.
Robbo, you're going to just rely on Blodge a little bit here now.
Might work. Oh, no. Screen testing.
Not ready yet.
Toronto asks, when's the race guide? Well, it depends what deck Andy gets in the next game of Emma the Gathering. Really?
That's not true. It doesn't matter what deck I get. It's just delayed.
It's one die block. business, by the way. Seems to be going awfully well this game. Yeah, Vikatash points out it's not false either. It's a good point, well made.
You found another one dodge with dodge.
Now, Robbo, your dodging is a bag of chuff, but everything else is going pretty well. Corey, good afternoon. Have we managed to break Norse's secret armor 9? Somewhat. A bit. The 3 casualties, one of them was the grass. He fell over and got stabbed by a blade.
That was a very sharp blade of grass.
Well, as my snotlings demonstrated last week, you've got to watch out for those blades of grass. Because if you're a snotling, a blade of grass is going to be like some sort of claymore of grass, isn't it? Oh, no, don't do that. Do it again. There you go.
Oh, wow. And got lucky and got the POW.
And he pulls a POW out of the hat.
Now, if this could just go off the field...
Due east.
No,
Throw the
north.
ball up north.
Northeast.
Duca, can we have the ball up
north?
north?
Go off the field, and I'll be very lucky.
Oh, and a knockout. And a knockout. This could be game-changing.
Where's the ball going to go? That's all right.
It's not awful. I'm not hating it.
Right, well, you just go mark that and the ball.
Do you know, I was just thinking that the obvious square is between the 2 Norse lads, but that, you've got a hand on the ball as well. Alright, and we've got Natakutoto's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's a bit far. Double go for it, and he's in on the action. If you fancy a double go for it, Natakutoto to come and stand west of Mura.
No, he goes there.
Oh, he's in the way now. I feel that Pony's going to redeem himself and kill that Ulf next. That's what's happening next.
He goes there. And then if I can just move that Ulf out of the way, the other warrior can go around and bother the berserker. Oh! So that was then walk through the square where the warrior the thingy is, and you end up in that square there. And then this is fine.
Pony Y. Super Base. Nice to make your acquaintance. Don't think we've spoken before. If we have... God, this should be like a handout, shouldn't it? But Super Base, hello. Welcome to the show.
Double go for it. Gets in the right place. Right. So the double go for it there gets into the right square. As in, he's now relevant. And even if they go for it, he would then be relevant next turn if he'd have fell over.
Random person, hello mate.
And hello, who joined us?
Random person.
Random, oh, literally random person.
Quite actually.
Hello, random person. Whereabouts are you from?
Right, edit Super Base to...
Not new.
Spoken to before.
Robbo, how do you feel about this now? I feel as though I've got lucky, very, very, very lucky with the removal of the bludge ball carrier.
Super Base, not new. There we go. Won't make that mistake again. Hey, have
you did again.
Best.
Again? I think the
Sledger, good afternoon. Hello. Oh, Robbo, Sulphur asks, are these the same Norse that beat Dio's and Godly team? Do you know, I think I'd give up on dodging Robbo.
Oh, God.
That's the second time that's happened. Robbo, that was fiercely unlucky. It's a game of 2 halves that I'd say that for the first 10 times, Robbo would be rubbing his hands going, wow, this is going well. And now that Nuffle has just gone, right, that's enough of that. The 60-40 dice for Robbo have ended Robbo. I think we're certainly back down to maybe 50-50, or even edging towards favouring Andy. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's 60-40 for Andy now. Watrix, hello mate, how you doing? You're not going to pick the ball up and then serve him, are you?
No.
That would be very, very greedy. Surf him first, then pick the ball up. Okay.
Hopefully, yeah.
I think there's more showmanship in what I suggested.
Yeah, there is.
Just saying. If you'd had a big hand underworld goblin, for example, new thing, you'd have been fine doing that. Now, have you got enough time to score? You might need a handoff. It'll be tight, won't it? Give the ball to Pony Jot Smoker. Pony's not having his best game, let's be honest.
Oh, we've picked it up.
So, that was tight, wasn't it? Are you going to do the handoff to Darathor?
Well, that's...
Darathor!
So we're on 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves us with a problem.
I think you've got to hand it off to... Darathor's not the quickest, is he?
No.
So if you get to there...
No, he punches him. Maybe you get knocked down, maybe you don't.
Could just... I mean, he's got enough time to make it himself, as long as he is unimpeded. You do have 3 turns after this.
Yeah. Let's play safe.
Got to be further forwards than that, don't you?
I want to be, I just don't think I can be.
Well, Pony suddenly remembered what he's doing. Takes out an elf. Oh, it's all going suddenly awfully wrong for Robbo. Robbo's on it. Yeah, 70-30 Marsden, thank you. The dice-o-meter is now showing 70-30 in favour of Andy.
I should have lost this game. This should have been a loss.
Robbo says apparently we've got even dice here. Nobody's saying that, Robbo. No. You're getting absolutely spanked on the dice front at the second. No question about that. Yeah, Robbo's going to have to really yank the pancake to get something out of this. Oh, I don't dislike piling on. No, piling on makes him very dangerous. Somebody didn't like piling on. Yank the pancake. Yeah, it was a term. I think it was about 6 months ago we came up with that. It means to pull. It's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Defying the odds to achieve a goal. Oh, piling on before block. Oh, I see what you mean. It's a risk. Is this on a goat you're talking about? Got you. Baz says, is he dead? Oh, on a Nurgle, on a Pestigo. No, I don't think you're dead, Baz. I think you're on the pitch, actually. Where are you? You're just standing next to Pony Jot Smoker. You've got a shovel and a large bucket. You seem very busy. Come on, Pony. He's on a roll suddenly. Right, this will be a big pow, and no, it won't. Well, you know, the job there was keep that busy.
Yeah, he's
Tick.
Yeah, he's done a job in as much as he's kept that busy.
Are you getting light on time here?
Yes. But then... Oh. Robbo, you've not seen, or not going for what I looked at. So I was looking at... Oh, alright, you're doing that. Okay. So I was wondering if Robbo was going to do lineman double go for it to mark my guy Muir.
Big money
But
move.
he's not. He's going for 2+, 4+, 2+, 2+ for 2 dice onto the ball.
Oh, hold on. Reuters are on the phone. Robbo has failed a dodge. That's not news, fellas.
No.
That's not news.
Off you run, Cryo-Cheese. Good lad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
he's got-
7. One go for it. Okay. Right, yet he can't reach, so he's out of the picture. Now,
Yeah.
probably want to just blitz the Ulf with a warrior, right? Not pony jump, right?
So, if you blitz it with a... Yeah, it's blitzing with a... It's blitz the wolf with a block.
So all you want him to do is push him further backwards and mark him up. That'll be
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Sulphur says, well done on beating Dio's crazy chuffs, Robbo. That'll do. That'll do. Good enough. I think I'd stand him just due south of the ball. That's me.
Yeah, he's going to go there. So that makes the dodge in on the ball fucking difficult now.
And what I'm thinking is probably Darathor is going to go and mark him up, isn't he?
There we go.
Hi, Enveral. Yeah, this was going really badly. Andy got turned over basically due to a mega kick and a blitz. And it was all Robbo first 7 turns. Then Andy pulled off an unlikely turn 8 equaliser.
Yeah, this should have been a loss. Just full on loss.
Oh! Dodge didn't work. Shot.
The correct thing here is we fail to go for it and it ends 1-1.
Yeah, don't do that. Well played, Robbo. That was
That's about
a worthy draw.
Yeah, that's
the
fair
right
enough.
result.
That's fair enough.
You can't argue, can you? That was fair. Yeah. Happily, though, you'd be delighted with the MVP. Who says Nuffle don't have a sense of humour? Oh, Adric the Necromancer's rocked up. Adric, hello, mate. And he's brought with him a bunch of folks. Oh, little Indio the kitten there. Boo! Welcome to the show, folks. You've just missed a hell of a game against Robbo. Brilliant MVP, though. You're going to be cock-a-hoop.
Oh, yeah, I've seen. Yeah, it went on the Warriors, didn't it?
That levels him a second time. Is it guard? Is it mighty blow? Greedy's Andy Booley. Is it guard? I want to go with guard for me.
No, I don't know.
If you come against lizards, or Khemri, or orcs, guard is suddenly all the way useful. Apart from that, mighty blow.